Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for my client Michelle's vlog, and we're right back into training. I haven't put any footage up yet from her meet, but we had a very successful meet. She broke state record in the bench, right? She is a drug-free lifter, but she did an untested meet. She's going to do a tested meet coming up here again next. Mainly because it was what was available for this month. She wanted to get on the platform, get in, compete again. So she just did what was available. We got qualified for Worlds. Even though she's a submaster, she qualified for Worlds in the open, untested. And then she'll probably, her next meet, she'll go ahead and get qualified for a drug tested world championship. If all goes as planned, we are down a weight class. So we're happy with it. Her total went down just a hair. We tried to get some meet records, but she missed them. One of them, it was a technical issue. So apparently her butt shifted a little on the bench, but she actually locked the rep okay. She got the pause command, but you know, the rules are the rules. And so you have to accept the way that judges break things down. But all in all, we're happy because she did actually lock out a meet PR on the bench after setting a state record for her new weight class while being down 17 pounds in body weight. So what does that tell us? That in spite of dropping a whole weight class, her bench is stronger. Okay, it's a hair stronger. All right, we've made progress. We've helped bring her pecs up. We've gotten her chest stronger. You guys have seen her bench 165 in training, even though she's down a weight class. So we're happy with it. You know, we qualified for Worlds, the minimum total to get her there we beat it by 15 kilos. So now we keep moving forward. Her goal coming up is to knock down state records in the tested category coming up. She's got a pretty good chance of, we're going to try to get all 4 records this coming year. We're going to try to get all 4 of them for her, for the drug tested category for her state. So things are looking good here, right? Things are looking good. Of course, now that she's down a weight class, I don't want her losing any more weight. So I'm kind of like, make sure you're eating. Let's fuel this training. You know, been a lot of stress she's had to deal with, a lot of life changes. She's moved states, everything else. So again, trying to balance those things. Again, it's been tough, but it's been done. She's put in the work. So what did we do here on her max effort upper day? It was an incline bench. And then we're doing her normal accessories, right? Which has had us great success. We do pause benching, incline benching, rows, pull-ups, JM presses, right? Very, very straightforward. We rotate her max effort lifts. We have 4 different lifts. And then of course we speed bench. We just replace that max effort with speed work. We don't do any extra pause benching. We just go to incline and other accessories. But her back is strong. We're up to where we're doing sets of 10 on full pull-ups now, right? I always include a little bit of her ab work in these vlogs. Since it's different, she changes it up. It gives people a little bit of variety to see in the vlogs. I let her pick her own ab work. But coming up here, where our focus is going to be, we got to get her legs bigger. And that's what I've told her. I'm like, if you want to squat what you want to squat in this new weight class, we have to grow your legs. Okay, quads have to come up, hamstrings have to come up, everything's got to come up. You know, and I know that glutes are a big deal for her deadlift, but she's a taller lifter with long legs, so I want to hit those hamstrings. Those hamstrings are also going to help her bouncing out of the hole out of the bottom on her squats. Right, so we need to build that cushion. And the deep squatting we're doing right now, because she is squatting deeper, we're doing the deepest squats she's done on camera at this point. Right, they're greatly improved. She sank her opener at this meet. She sank it well below parallel, several inches below. So it always looks good for the judges who are not used to seeing her yet. So that's going to help her glutes. So I don't think that I want to put a lot of extra focus on glutes. I'm like, let's just let your quad and hamstring work build your glutes. We're squatting deeper, okay? So what I want to see from her is going to be a lot of leg pressing. So we're going to put our focus. So I don't care about the hip thrust and all that anymore. Let's get rid of that. We're going to do, obviously, her normal work, which is going to be these squats. This was a pause squat we did for max effort, okay? We want to do pause squats and all of that. We're going to do that narrower stance for rep work. Then we're going to put a lot of focus on leg presses, a lot of focus on single leg exercises, and then, we'll hit glute ham raises. Keep working those hamstrings. And the only other thing I'm worried about with the deadlift for her, I feel like those accessories will bring up the deadlift, so we're just going to keep doing our speed pulls, and we're going to keep working her back, rows, pull-ups, all of that stuff. Okay? It's going to be the goal moving forward. So the goal next is to get some deadlift PRs on the platform. Her best gym lift has been 330, and then, at meet, but she did that after her last meet, then we cut, so she lost body weight. But she's done 319 on the platform, so our goal, and I think a good goal is in the new lighter weight class is to beat that. So next meet, I want to see her pull at least 320, would be ideal. So what are we doing here with accessory work? As you can see, leg presses. And I've got her doing single leg exercises. So leg presses, split squats. Okay. Then you'll notice when we get to dynamic effort day, I don't have her speed squat anymore. We just do normal back squats, trying to sink those deep and doing high sets for low reps for her. And I'm not as worried about hitting the really high reps. People are like, but wouldn't the higher reps help with the hypertrophy? It would, except that we're doing all this other stuff. We're doing leg presses for high reps. We're doing split squats for high reps. We have that covered. So I'm just going to focus on her neural drive on that. And the thing is, I can't do her in phases like what you guys see me doing, where I'm just going to work on nothing but hypertrophy for a while, because she likes to compete fairly frequently. Okay? She's stepping on a platform every 3 or 4 months, pretty much, right? So it's pretty much like clockwork. So she's decided, she wants to be on the platform about every 12, 13 weeks or so. Okay, so if we're going to keep doing that, guess what? We've got to do heavy work all the time. We have to keep some in, but we have to look at it and say, how much can we do? And we do just enough heavy work to get her that neural drive, and then we continue to focus on body composition. So it's going to be hypertrophy, hypertrophy, hypertrophy after that. But unlike me, whereas in all of my training right now is geared towards hypertrophy, we don't always do that for my clients and lifters. And that's why I like to keep a couple of these client vlogs up. You guys will notice I'm retiring a lot of these. I don't feel the need to do a lot of client vlogs. I have a couple of competitors who I'm going to do their vlogs for now. But the client vlogs just don't get the viewership. They don't get the interest they did. I've done hundreds of them. We have done hundreds and hundreds of client vlogs. So at this point, it's just going to be a couple of people who I'm working with on vlogs. We're going to keep their vlogs flowing, like her, as a long-term project. And but the point is that you guys see with these vlogs is that it shows that my clients do not always train like I do. Okay, they don't always use the training I'm doing, because you're coaching people to their specific needs, their specific goals, their psychology. There's some more of her ab work. She always comes up with new stuff to do. She just hits her abs and core from a lot of different angles. And as a coach, I'm perfectly fine with that. She's also coaching now and is a personal trainer. So again, it lets her show a little bit of the stuff that she comes up with to do. And perfectly fine with me as a coach. It's like, do what you want to do for your abs as long as you're training them. Mine is very, very simple. You guys see me doing hanging leg raises, and I do, high rep crunches and stuff off camera and some vacuums. And then, of course, we finish up with her speed days, which is really just kind of like pause squats and then speed pulls, and then the same accessory work for hypertrophy. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.